Happy Valentine's Day from Ayva and me. She's trying to give me puppy kisses because I have her in her little Valentine's dress, and she doesn't like that very much, so she thinks if she gives me puppy kisses, I will let her go. Will I? Yeah, so I can do this video. Anyway, couple things I want to talk to you about. Short and sweet, hopefully short and sweet. As I said, happy Valentine's Day. Probably my third favorite holiday, aside from birthdays, because I love Christmas and I love Easter. I like Valentine's Day because I like flowers and I like chocolate. It is release day 2. Lady Tempts Rogue. Yay! Is out. That is the 7th book in my Daughters of Desire series, and it's the last book in the series. If you were to take a look at the series right now, you'll see 6 books up with Lady Tempts Rogue. That's because book 6 is actually Earl Renshaw, and that's in the Wicked Earls Forever anthology. It will be out as a standalone. I believe it's in April. So right now there's 6 books, but this is actually book 7. Fun story too, because I think I told you most of it takes place on a ship, which is really unusual. I don't usually do that. Lots of fun research with that. Yeah, that was cool. Anyway, there's also something else I want to make sure that you know about. Books 4 and 5, so His One and Only Lady and Never Proper Lady are reduced to $2.99 right now for celebration of Lady Tempts Rogue's release. I believe that ends on February 16th. I hope you had a chance to pick up the first books in the series that I had on sale last week, because you could have gotten all 3 of them for 99 cents, because one was free, and then the first 2 books in the series were in an anthology, and you could get that for 99 cents. Unfortunately, those deals are over now, so I'm sorry if you didn't get a chance to pick that up. Oh, and real quick too, I had a couple of readers email me who were upset because they were outside the US, and for Amazon does not always reduce books when they're countdown deals, and almost all of my books are countdown deals. If my books are in Kindle Unlimited, when I have a sale, it's going to be a Kindle countdown deal, almost always, not always, but almost always. And Amazon does not reduce the prices across all marketplaces. It's not fair. I've contacted them. I know that other people have too. I don't know what the reasoning is for it. So when I put a sale up anymore, I try to make sure that I say somewhere in the newsletter or somewhere, in the post that these are countdown deals. That means it may not be reduced for you. So I apologize, because a couple of you were like, "Hey, it's not reduced to wherever they were at," and I said, "I know, I'm sorry." I don't even know what marketplaces, because I thought that it was always at least 2 marketplaces, but I had a couple people from places I thought it was on sale contact me, and they said it wasn't. Anyway, I'm really sorry about that. I did a special thing for my newsletter subscribers. I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys too, because Duchess of His Heart is a Valentine story, and this is part of my Seductive Scoundrel series. I'm going to offer, let's say, 2 digital copies for anyone that posts in the comments and tells me what their favorite Valentine's tradition is. So it can be anything from, do you get up in the morning and your sweetheart brings you a cup of coffee? Do you always have to go to a certain restaurant to eat? Do you have to have roses? Do you and your girlfriends go out? I know a couple people single ladies who, they and a couple friends always make sure they go out and do something, and they have a funny term they use, and I can't remember what it is right now. It's not on Valentine's, but anyway, fun things that they do to kind of make it romantic and just, a fun day. So in the comments, do that for me. Traditions that you like to abide by, or maybe a new tradition that you'd like to start. You could do that as well. And while I'm chatting, I think I can't remember if I told you that or not. I have finished, not the 2nd book chronologically in Chronicles of the Westbrook Brides, but another story in that. It's part of an anthology that's coming out this fall, and so I'm not going to talk too much about that. It was a really fun book to write, but I'm working on the 2nd book in the series, which is Mission at Midnight, and that book is just flying along. It's an easy write for me. I'm a pantser, and so everything isn't always plotted out for. It's not plotted out for me. I've tried plotting and it doesn't work for me. But I do have plot points. I do have beats that I have to hit. I have specific things that I want to include, especially when it's a story that's part of a larger series. And in this case, the Chronicles of the Westbrook Brides. I plan on it being quite a large series, a long series. But this story is just moving right along, and lots of exciting things have happened in the first few chapters already. I'm not going to give that away. Anyway, so that's all I have to say. I wanted to make sure I had a chance to wish you happy Valentine's Day, because it's a fun day, right? And I want to thank you for reading my books. Thank you for letting me do my dream career. I never believed when I started writing. In May, it'll be 10 years published, and we're going to have a big party in my reader group. So if you're not part of my Collette Cherise over on Facebook, just look it up. Collette. Cherise is Cheris. And we're going to have a big to-do in there in May, celebrating 10 years published. But anyway, I never dreamed when I started writing The Highlander's Heiress, which has gone through 3 title changes to get to where I wanted it to be. The first one was a really silly title. That 10 years later, I would be working on my 58th book. And I think by the end of this year, I will have 64 books written. Is that my 64? I think that's where I'm going to be at 64. So it's moving right along. Okay. So you guys have a fantastic day. I love you, and lots of chocolate and flowers and hugs and well wishes. Okay. Bye-bye.